Today we are replacing this rooftop unit. I just want to quickly highlight to you on the process. So again, this is our recovering machine. Our recovery tanks is already recovered, and then this is the compressor where it was recovered. So again, we are disconnecting our electrical, so you have to make sure it's 600 volt, so it's going to be disconnected. So just want to flip it for you. So again, so here's our unit. So we're going to have to this is our towing torque, so we're going to have to I'll put it here again. Lennox was doing this in the past, which is really good. You come in here, you can find this torque, but if you don't find it, try to hold some in your truck, which we do. So again, this is my return. Okay, very important. Mark your return to be here and mark your supply, because this is an older unit. So the older unit is a little bit different from the newer unit. So therefore, the curb, the adapter curb is a little bit different. So we're gonna have to get a new curb to be able to replace this unit. So far we are removing the electrical, and once the electrical is done, we'll taking it from there. So I'll keep you posted. So just want to show to you. So this is our crane that came in here. So you can see there's our curb adapter, and here is one unit. So one unit is coming up here, and then we're taking the other unit to another location for installation. So we have taken the other unit up out of it. So a couple of units to really put in today, kind of in a hurry. We're going to have to do it as quickly as possible, and I will keep you posted, and I will guide you how to replace a rooftop unit. Thanks. Just a quick thing I want to explain here. So again, this is my supply, and here's my return. So when we're going to lift it up, we don't know if the unit is strapped into the unit. The duct is strapped into the unit. So we're gonna have to make sure we lift it up, say maybe 4 inches, and see if it's strapped to the unit. Then we can disconnect it. But if it's not strapped, then they cannot take off the unit. So I'll keep you updated. Okay, so just want to let you know, here's our curb adapter coming down here. So I'm going to have to direct the crane to bring it down. Okay, so you see, so that's a 2 old unit going there, and then these are 2 units. So here's curb adapter installed, and then also we have to put in this insulation to avoid the air leaks, and it could also prevent water leak, but basically for air leak. So, and then here's the new unit coming up. So the new unit is coming up. Yeah, it's our new unit. Yeah. So this is Lennox. Same unit, same Lennox will replace, but again we have to change that. We have to change the curb adapter, because that curb adapter is the unit is an older version, so we need to replace a new curb adapter. So okay, so our unit is gonna come down, so we're gonna have to make sure it fits into the curb. But please don't put your hand at the curb. Okay.
I think it's good.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, so unit is all fit in to the curb. Okay, so if you do have any question, please put it down below, and then if you have any question, please feel free to put it down below. We are here to help one another in this business to make sure everyone is doing it rightly. Okay, and I want to thank you for watching. So we're gonna disconnect the crane wire, and then start assembling the unit. So on this newer unit, you can see here's the model number that shows 5 ton, and here is the gas line is gonna come in here. My compressor is in here. The burner is gonna be in here, and the air filter is gonna be in there. So we're gonna have to start unscrewing it, and we'll start connecting all our electrical, connecting our gas line, and we'll keep you posted. Okay, so just to update you what we have done so far. So again, gas line is connected and is color coded. Okay, and then here is my main. The main power is connected and is hooked up. Now Lennox come up with this idea that the electrical is hooked up in here, so that is my main is connected in there. And then also here is my low voltage coming in. My low voltage here comes in here. We route it here to this place, and then it's hooked up to this point here. So far that is what we have done so far, and then we'll be firing the unit in a couple while, and I will start to update you. We're going to be taking pressure, we're going to be taking temperature reading, taking amps reading while we are firing the unit. But before we do that, we're going to still hook up our the manual fresh air as well. So if you have any question, again, please put it down below. This is the newest Lennox unit. I just want to show you more details. You can see there's a pressure switch here. Okay, and here you can see a new vent motor, and here's a new control board, really huge. I don't know, Lennox come up with this. Well, that sounds nice. So I just want to take you around the unit. So I'm going to take this board out. So alright, so I'll keep you updated. So I just want to update you. You can see we have installed our manual fresh air here, and I'm going to start by firing my heating. Again, I earlier mentioned to you that when you're going to fire the heating, remember, even though it is summer, it will be wise and good for you to always fire the heating first, even though it is summer. You don't just want to turn on the AC and walk away. And then when it's heating time and you turn it on, there's going to be smoke going into the building, and that may cause a smoke alarm. So I'm just going to cover that portion there. I don't want my air going up, going to this to the cooling space or heating space. Okay, so that is covered up now. So I'm just going to turn on my heating, get my heating going, and we're going to burn the carbon and all the smoke away for about 15 minutes, and that should be okay. So while that is going on, and then trying to initiate, I just want to point out certain things as an installer. It is your responsibility to make sure everything is okay. You want to make sure. We're going to check if the blower is okay. The blower, let me turn on the light for you. Okay, so we want to make sure the blower is okay. The blower is not wobbling or it's not rattling. No screw or no object is in there. We're going to check the vent motor. So all of this is a startup. If you don't do it properly and you go back to Lennox, then they're going to question your credibility. They're going to question who you are. What's your training? Even though the manufacturer said everything is tested on even at the site, it is still the responsibility of the installer to make sure all of this is still very much okay. So the unit is turned on heating. We're waiting for, it's going through phases, going through initiation, and here it's telling me it's going through a phase. So I'm going to have to check there. So just want to update you, a couple things is happening here. Lennox have requested that we have to download and follow some instructions. So we did all that before we could get the blower motor kicking, and now we just got our heat just come on, and then everything seems working so far. And I'm gonna look. So just want to show you on this side. So we want to see the burning of this heat exchanger to make sure any fume, if there's any fume, it should go out. So we want those fumes to be really burned out. We want it to be burned out. So again, I'm going to leave this unit to really run for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then
you have to stop it because it's already hot.
So I'm going to allow this heat to really run for a while. Yeah, I really got a good heat here. My blower is okay. So so far the heating seems to be okay. but I'm going to still wait for a couple of minutes before I switch to cooling. I'll keep you updated. Okay, so I switched back the unit to cooling, and then in a couple minutes my condenser fan initiated, and after the condenser fan initiated, then my compressor kicked in just a few seconds. So sounds right, this unit is working, and we're going to be taking amps reading again, comparing with the nameplate. Takes amps reading, please. Very, very important. Check your pressure, make sure your pressure is right. This Freon is 454B. 454B. So again, here is my nameplate informations from Lennox. So please make sure you follow that, and then make sure you take your amps reading. Okay, so this unit should be okay. And please, if you have any question, put it down below. And this is HVAC mechanical system. Thanks for watching. Thank you.